For me, the most important thing is not the money, is help the players, is try to reach their dreams as I did when I was younger and support them.
What's it like being an agent in the transfer window?
It's crazy, especially because everyone is here. 800 clubs, 500 agencies, everyone is here.
What are your priorities for the rest of the transfer window?
Well, my priority for the rest of the window is
Nacho Monreal, great to see you. We remember you very well, of course, in the days of Osasuna, Malaga, Arsenal, Real Sociedad, and the national side of Spain as well. But you're now in the transfer business as an agent. How did you go from being a player to an agent?
It's a bit crazy, I have to say, but the thing is, before I retired, I knew I wanted to stay involved in football. I was not sure how, being manager, being a sport director. But my friend, the Global Assets CEO from 20 years ago, we are friends, he offered to me work together, work for the agency, and I accepted. So that's why I'm here.
So the agency you're with now is called what?
Global Assets.
Okay. What players are you working with?
We are working with, for example, Jesus Areso, recently winner of Best Goal of La Liga 2024. Unai García, he's the Osasuna's captain, Iker Muñoz, Iker Benito, Íñigo Ruiz de Galarreta from Atleti de Bilbao. Our agency, we are really focused in the Basque Country in the north of Spain, and in that places where we have more potential and more players.
What type of players do you look for? Young, up and coming, senior pros, or a mixture of both?
A mixture of both. Obviously, we have the opportunity to sign a player that already is playing in first division. We are gonna do it, but also we are looking for a young talent because I think is the future. So probably I'm gonna say any player who we think it deserves. He has a potential to be a professional football player. We are going to try to help him. You
were well known as being an excellent footballer, both in Spain and in England as well. Mentally tough, a very hard worker. Do you take that work ethic into being an agent now as well?
Yes, of course, of course. We need to be competitive. I was competitive as a football player, and now I'm trying to be competitive as an agent. And I think I'm a bit lucky, because I've been in both sides. I was a football player, now an agent, and I try to give my best to my players because they trust on me, so I need to give my 100%, help them, because football is not easy. Football, you are a football player, you know what I'm talking about, and there are hard moments and they need our help.
Yeah, how important do you feel for the company that you are there because you have been a top player yourself? It's not just about doing deals, it's about understanding the footballer psychologically and mentally, isn't it, and helping them?
Yes, exactly. And when I talk with the players, this is exactly what I say to them, what I'm trying to explain to them, that football is not easy. Football is a long way. You are going to be a football player for the next 10, 15 years. There are going to be up and downs. And I was a football player, so I understand the players, I know what they feel, how can I help them, what information I have to give them, what information I don't. And probably this is the biggest difference between me and the rest of the agents, because most of them, they were not a football players and they don't have this information.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, we're here at the TransferRoom Deal Day in Madrid. Explain what you're looking for here.
Well, basically this event is organized by TransferRoom, and we are over 300 people representing many clubs of the world and some different agencies. And the idea is have a contact with them, explain to them who we are, how we work, how can we work in the future together, and get contacts. I think it's our first time here in this event, but I've talked with some guys who have been the years before, and all of them tell me that it's an amazing event.
Yeah, I mean, TransferRoom is football transfers marketplace. Over 800 clubs and 500 agencies do transfer business on its online platform. Why did you choose this particular platform to do it? You mentioned about that you'd spoken to people.
Yes, and especially because everyone is here. As you say, over 800 clubs, 500 agencies, everyone is here. So this platform is very secure. I mean, you have contact with most of them. You can get a feedback very soon from the different agencies. Sometimes you don't need to travel. Just with one click, you get the information that you are looking for. And we are really happy using TransferRoom.
Now, not all agents have sort of a good reputation, but what do you feel is the biggest misconception that the public or fans think about agents?
Well, it's a good question. I'm gonna say, for me, the most important thing being an agent is loyalty. I mean, I was a football player. I had a lot of mates who they don't have good memories from their old agencies, because in this world, you know, some people, they are not loyalty, they are looking for good things for them, not for the players. And for me, the most important thing is help the players. I was a football player, I understand the football players, and I know how help them.
Yeah, did you feel with the reputation that you've got, the player that you were, the career that you've had, you almost have that kind of instant respect of younger players as well, so they will listen to you, whereas they might not listen to others?
Yes, exactly. I have a reputation because I was football player for over 15 years as professional football player. Most people know how I am, and the idea is continuing with the same reputation. For me, the most important thing is not the money, is help the players, is try to reach their dreams, as I did when I was younger, and support them. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I want.
Absolutely. And what's it like being an agent in the transfer window? How crazy, can it get?
It's crazy.
What's a week like for you?
Boy, a week. It's
a
very
day.
easy. Exactly. From Monday to Friday is phone calls. Also watching football. During the weekends, continue with the phone calls and watch a lot of football. And now in the transfer window, as you can imagine, is crazy, because you are trying to offer some of your players, because some players they have already a long contracts, but some of them they have finished. They are looking for a new club, and it's crazy. It's crazy because today you receive one feedback, tomorrow the feedback is completely different because he signed another player. So you need to be completely updated, and that's our job. That's the job we choose.
The phone is never turned off?
Never.
Are you woken up in the middle of the night at times?
No one called me in the middle of the night.
Okay.
Otherwise my wife would kill me. But yeah, it's very busy, but we know it's like this.
Yeah, and as an agent, obviously absolutely crucial to have a good relationship with the club decision makers as well. So how do you create that, and how do you maintain that as well?
Well, sometimes we visit the clubs, we go to their training grounds, we have a meeting, we explain how we are, just not to offer a player, just to get a feedback, to explain who we are, because maybe in the future we can work together. And once you have this good feeling, and you know the other club trusts on you, so in the future, when they need a player, they will call us, Nacho, we are looking for this player, even if it's not yours, and we can work together.
And finally, what are your priorities for the rest of the transfer window?
Well, my priority for the rest of the window is get an offer, get a club for all of my players, and make sure they are happy and motivated for the next season, because football never stops.
No. Nacho, encantado, mucho gusto.
Good Spanish, thank you so much.
And good luck for the rest of the Transfer Room Deal Day here in Madrid. Nice to speak to you.
Thank you so much.